Hey folks, I'm the Amazing Vito, and today I'm gonna I've been watching this show, like the rest of the world, Tiger King, and what is it? Episode no, season two started. I don't know, a couple days ago, and whatever. I watched it last night, and what bothered me, and what I'd like to talk about, is they bring in this psychic, you know. So hold on here. This I got to bring this up here. So they bring in this guy here who's a complete and utter, look at that face, such a weasel. So they bring in this guy who is Troy Griffin, Tiger King 2, psychic detective. And does he know where Don Lewis is? Now, Don Lewis, all right. Well, let me, here's some spoilers. All right. As Americans sink its teeth into a new season of Netflix Tiger King, it will be hard to miss the psychic detective there to help solve the disappearance of Don Lewis. Tiger King 2 focused on the mystery surrounding Don Lewis, the missing husband of Carol Baskin, who disappeared from their Florida property in 1997. As previously reported, Lewis was ba- Lewis told Baskin that he had planned to wake up early the next day to travel to Costa Rica on business. He was never seen again and declared legally dead in 2002. Lewis family enlisted the help of Troy Griffin, the psychic guy. So the John's he had children, uh, and they've grown up now, and they enlisted the help of a psychic. And here's the thing: this is what sucks. You become desperate, and that's what this family has become. You become desperate, and you reach out to anybody that could help you. Because you want to know what the hell happened. You know, and you start believing in stupid stuff. Really, you do. Okay, so here's this Troy guy. His Troy Griffin. Griffin is described in the series as a Christian clairvoyant, empathetic, psychic medium, and psychic detective. Can you imagine putting that on your business card? Hi, here, read the back. It says bullshit artist. So anyways, he goes, I'm a psychic investigator on unsolved case murders. I'm a psychic investigator on cold case murders around the world, Griffin says. I'm natural. I've never trained for this. No shit. Griffin explains he fell into the craft after meeting someone at a gift shop 16 years ago, and that he and that he and that his readings have led to the discovery of bodies in the past. I shouldn't laugh about that, but if anybody has any information about this guy actually finding bodies and helping detectives and police, please send me a news clip or an article, because I'd love to see that, because I'll explain in a minute why. Okay, so this is what he has to do, right? So Griffin explains he fell into the craft. Okay, so anyway, I read that part. I have to see a picture of the victim because I do remote view as a psychic where I look into the victim's eyes, Griffin says in episode 3, and it's almost like they're showing me what happened to them. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so Griffin joined the family. Here's I'm going to read this part here. Griffin joined the family as they visited the location of Don's last known whereabouts. He told them where there was bad juju that there before become physically ill. So the guy, he starts throwing up, starts getting sick. I could do that too. It's really easy. Uh, I just punch myself in the testicles, and teardrops, just Niagara Falls will appear. Um, so when I came across, so yeah, he starts crying when when they tell him, yes, this is where our dad was last known. So here now this is the like, look, she's all right looking, eh? So the 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 family, this is what the sad thing, okay? The family become like he kind of, when somebody cries with you, or uh they're on your side and they start, something horrific has happened, and so this guy, he becomes part of the family. And he in this episode here, he's crying because there was like he was talking about chickens or something in the car, and they found like a wrapper where there was chickens, and he's sitting there. He tells her, not making this up, you got to watch it. He tells her that, there was a chicken wrapper over there. Remember, in the car, I was talking about chickens all day, and there was somebody was cooking chickens, and there was the styrofoam, where they keep the chicken, and she's comforting him. So now the family is comforting, this con artist, and that's all he is, folks. You know, I've never met a psychic. Listen, it's real simple. Okay, here, let me stop share. It's real simple. Okay, if you are a psychic and you could do all these things, where you could help find people that have gone missing. I've done a couple shows of people that have gone missing. If you have these so-called powers, you would be helping uh, police, detectives, anybody, family members. You'd go to them going, hey, listen, I know what happened to your child. But all these parasites do, and they are parasites, what they do is they'll just sit there and go, they'll give you something generic. Okay, um, your kid was taken, I believe Thursday. Yeah, yeah. Because you could easily look stuff up on, we live in a day and age where you could look anything up. Yeah, your child was taken Thursday. I see a person grabbing. There was a struggle, yeah, threw your kid in the van, and so where's my kid? Where's my child? Because the person becomes desperate. You become, you're like, please give me the answer to my loved one. What the hell happened to my loved one? You become irrational. You do. You're like, you become, it's like going to a casino and thinking, you're going to win, and you start winning a little bit, and all of a sudden you start losing, and you're thinking, no, I'll win it back, and next thing you know, you're 10 grand in the hole, going, man, they're going to take my thumbs on Tuesday, they really are. So yeah, he just, I see them take your child and put him in a van, and okay, well, what else, where's my child? Oh yeah, then they took him on a plane, and somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Europe. It's like, that doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody. That makes things worse. I talked to Ben Radford about this a couple of years ago, about how psychics can do damage. Okay, and there was a case where the police enlisted a psychic. They were stupid enough to enlist a psychic, so they go to the property, and this is a true story. They go to the property, psychic's there, it's big property, and the psychic's telling them that the children are far away from the house, they're far away. So the police and investigators and the search party go looking through the brush, through the forest. Well, they found the children. They died. They locked themselves in the trunk of the car, right at the house, and they suffocated in the car, where the police, the family were standing there, days earlier, just sitting there going, where are the kids? Where are they? Now, that's where a psychic does damage, because you have cops and family members going, oh yeah, yeah, all right, let's go in the woods. Let's go in there, instead of just, pop in a trunk, or whatever, or don't even listen to these idiots. So to me, all psychics do, they're just magic tricks, folks. It's just asking you 20 questions. Okay. All these guys, like, what's his name? Remember, he had his own Sylvia Brown, that cow. She was evil. These people are just, she was evil. Okay. And then you have people like, uh, what's that little fat guy? The little, I don't know, he was a little fat, little pudgy guy. Anyways, they all suck at it. It's all magic tricks. Anybody that does magic, um, they know these tricks. It's 20 questions, and you could easily look up anybody online, find out their history, when they were born. You show up at the house going, oh, I see December. Oh yeah, that's when he was born, December. Oh, no way, really? How'd I come up with that? So here's the thing with psychics, what I noticed with them. Okay, they either they know that they're con artists and they're just going along with it because it's easy money. It is, you know, either you know that you're a con artist and you just go along with it, right? Or second, they have mental problems. Okay, they really do. They think that they're helping the family. They think they're hearing these voices, and they're helping the family, and they never. Here's the thing: if this guy, instead of becoming physically ill, saying, "Oh, oh, the pain, the suffering, and oh, poor Don," where is Don? Wouldn't you be talking to Don? Wouldn't the psychic get a message from Don saying, yes, this is what happened to me. I was murdered on this day. This is who did it to me. This is how they did it. And this is how you find the evidence. None of that. They get none of that. All they get is this fool showing up, crying, and the family comforting him. And I'm sure they paid him, or the show paid him, or whatever. But this guy made money. And that's sick. That's disturbing. I hate that. So, and then the third thing is with psychics, they think, what's the harm? I'm helping the family. I'm helping them in their grieving process. And no, you're making things so much worse. You're not helping the family with their grieving process. You shouldn't be part of their grieving process. Okay. I mean, it's disturbing. And what I mean by grieving process, um, when they sit there and go, hey, what harm is it when I tell them, hey, their loved one, they got murdered, but hey, they love you. It's like, yeah, well, no shit. Really? Is that the last thing Pop said?